Alright guys, today we're going to be making some pickles. Or trying to. I've never actually done it, so we're going to come over to the forest over here. We're going to pick out some cucumbers. Look at that one. That one's good. For sure. If I can get it out of there. Come here. Come here, cucumber. Alright. Voila. I'm only doing one bottle because, like I said, I ain't really done this before. I'll go ahead and take this one too. He's pretty good. He's pretty grown. Yeah. I think we'll do one more, and I think that'll be enough to fill it up. I think there's one in here somewhere. There's like 2 or 3 in here. Let's take this guy right here. There we go. Whoop. They're so crowded, they're getting like a little misshapen. Because they're like running into each other in there. Alright. So we'll clean these up. And then we'll start making our pickles. Alright, it's weighed in. I can't see anything.
Right here, you will see.
Yeah, there we go. Now we see.
Light off. Pinche ciego.
Alright. Let's do that. 3-0. Boom. Hey, no.
How many pounds?
25 ounces. 25.5 ounces. So 1 pound, 10 ounces. Alright, so the first thing we got to do is make our mixture for our can. And it's basically 2 parts water and 1 part apple cider vinegar. So just make sure you use bottled water on this. I guess tap water, the chlorine or something in it makes it not work, or at least not as well. I end up making way too much of this. I put 4 cups of water and 2 cups of apple cider vinegar, and it was just way too much liquid. I didn't need to make this much for one can. I should have known that, but whatever. And then the next thing we're going to put in there is peppercorn, and we'll mix that in there good. And then kosher salt, put a couple tablespoons maybe. I'm not really measuring it. Just get a good salty mixture going there. We bring that to boil basically, and then we'll bring it off the heat, set it to the side, maybe even put it in the refrigerator, try to get it as close to room temp as we can. And then we'll start preparing our cucumbers. First thing I did was chop the ends off, and then just depending on what you're putting them in, what size you want, what do you want to do, you can slice them up, make, chips, I guess you can call them, or you can do like I did. I cut them in half because of the long way they wouldn't fit in there, so I cut them in half and then cut them into quarters, basically into fourths. So I went ahead and put the 2 cloves of garlic on the bottom and a couple pieces of dill on the bottom before I start putting in these I guess kind of wedges. Then I just stack them in there, fit as many as I can. And I basically fit all but like 2 pieces of these 3 cucumbers. And then on the when I was done with that, I realized that I had forgotten all about my jalapenos, my jalapeno that I was going to chop up and put in there. So I ended up having to take some of this stuff back out and cut up my jalapeno and put it in there. But after I do that, after I take everything back out, the top out anyway, I chop up my jalapeno and I just you know, wedge the jalapenos down in there between the cucumbers. And then after I've got that in there, then I put the top cucumbers back. And then eventually I put the other 2 cloves of garlic and another piece of dill on top. And then we basically are just waiting for our liquid to cool down. So once we get our liquid to a point where it's cool enough, it's pretty simple. We're just going to take it and pour it in there. Like I said, I had way too much, so I filled up the can, pretty much all the way, and then I drained the rest off and spooned out the peppercorn with a spoon to get a good amount of peppercorn in there. So now we're just going to sit that in the fridge, and we'll wait about 5 or 6 days and check on it.
2,000 years later.
Alright, let's see how they're looking buried back here. I don't know, they look kind of yellowish. Alright. Smells like pickle.
Let's see.
That's really good. It's not quite as like it's a little bit soft, you know what I mean? It's not quite as crunchy. So I don't know if that maybe means it needs to go longer, but the taste is right on. That's good. The jalapenos though aren't hot, so they didn't really do anything for the flavor, I don't think. But the dill and the garlic work perfect. That tastes just like a pickle right from the store. That's one of the top ones too. That's one right on the top, so maybe these bottom ones are a little bit different.
Yeah.
So I think that's gonna be it for this one. It worked out perfect. Till next time, guys, thanks for watching. Nope. You like the pickle juice? See? He wants a cucumber. You gonna eat it? Hey!